Hi there, and welcome one more day to our Lingo Boost lessons. I'm Laura, and today I'd like to have a pronunciation lesson with you. I'd like us to see and practice together the most common silent letters in English words. You know, the pronunciation is one of the biggest difficulties in English. We very often write words in a particular way, but we pronounce them very differently. And because of that, there are many letters that we write in our spelling, but that are not pronounced at all, as it happens with this word. This one is actually pronounced comfortable. Comfortable. As you can see, the O, the R, and the E are not pronounced at all. I'm sure you know many words that have silent letters in them, especially those English words that you keep pronouncing incorrectly over and over again. Which ones are those? Which words with silent letters do you find particularly difficult to pronounce? Let us know in the comments below. Remember that if you subscribe to our Lingo Boost community, you'll have instant access to all the new lessons we post for you. Grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, learning tips, they're all designed to help you improve your English as fast and enjoyable as possible. As well, remember we have our social media where we post daily content, reels, pictures, activities, games, and much, much more. So the best way to learn the correct pronunciation of words, especially those with silent letters, is to do what we're going to do today. We are going to hear those words, see them in context, and practice them together. And for that, I have a game for you. For each of the silent letters we'll be covering today, you'll have to listen to me, because you'll hear a sentence containing multiple words with the same silent letter. After that, you will hear and see the same sentence. And here comes your challenge, to guess what the silent letter is. If you do it right, you score a point. So keep track of all the points you get to see how well you did at the end of the class. So are you ready for this challenge? If so, let's get started. Silent letter 1. Listen and try to guess which silent letter appears multiple times in this sentence. I'd like to resign from my job and design a campaign on foreign rights. I'd like to resign from my job and design a campaign on foreign rights. Which is the silent letter here? And the silent letter is G. In all these words, letter G is silent, is not pronounced. We say resign. We don't say resign. We say design. We don't say design. You see? So we write it, but we don't pronounce it. Now, listen to me and practice pronouncing all these words with silent G. Let's go. Resign. Design. Campaign. Foreign. Rights. Notice that the silent G often happens before an N. And now it's your turn to practice saying this sentence after me. I'd like to resign from my job and design a campaign on foreign rights. Your turn. Excellent. Silent letter 2. Listen to my sentence and try to guess which letter is silent. People often listen to Christmas songs and watch ballet dances in castles. People often listen to Christmas songs and watch ballet dances in castles. Which letter is silent? And all these words have in common a silent T. We don't say things like listen or castle. We say listen, castle. So we write the T, but we don't pronounce it. Now, let's practice pronouncing these words together, okay? I say them first, and you repeat them after. Let's go. Often. Listen. Christmas. Ballet. Castle. Perfect. And now, let's put all these words together in a sentence. People often listen to Christmas songs and watch ballet dances in castles. Your turn. Great. Silent letter 3. Listen up. There's no doubt that after climbing the mountain, your thumbs and limbs were numb. There's no doubt that after climbing the mountain, your thumbs and limbs were numb. Which letter is silent here? And I'm sure you realized the silent letter here is B. Very often we have a silent B just before an M. So we don't say things like climbing or thumb. We say climbing and thumb. Now let's practice pronouncing these words together to make sure we're not gonna make a mistake ever again. Let's go. Doubt. Climbing. Thumb. Limb. Numb. And now let's go for the whole sentence. I say it first, you say it after. There's no doubt that after climbing the mountain, your thumbs and limbs were numb. Go. Silent letter 4. It's fascinating to see how disciplined and experienced scientists use their scissors in a crime scene. It's fascinating to see how disciplined and experienced scientists use their scissors in a crime scene. Which letter is silent? And all these words have a silent C. It's very common to find a silent C when it appears after an S, because they are both sibilant sounds, and it's like the S kind of eats the C. We wouldn't say something like fascinating. You see, it would become too long, two sibilant sounds together. It would be too much. So the C just disappears. Let's practice pronouncing these words together. Let's go. Fascinating. Disciplined. Scientist. Scissors. Scene. And now let's practice pronouncing all these words in a sentence. I go first, you go after. It's fascinating to see how disciplined and experienced scientists use their scissors in a crime scene. You got it. We're doing great. So let's go now with our silent letter 5. Listen up. My handsome boyfriend lent me his handkerchief while having a sandwich on Wednesday. My handsome boyfriend lent me his handkerchief while having a sandwich on Wednesday? Which one is silent? And in this sentence we've got a silent D. We don't say really handsome or sandwich. We write the D, but we don't pronounce it. So let's practice these words together. Handsome, handkerchief, sandwich, Wednesday. Often we have a silent D when it appears accompanied by an N, maybe before or even after. Not always, but very often. Now let's practice putting all these words together in a sentence. My handsome boyfriend lent me his handkerchief while eating a sandwich on Wednesday. Your turn. Excellent. And silent letter 6. This is the last one for today, so listen up. Could you stop talking? Keep calm and have the salmon ready in half an hour? Could you stop talking? Keep calm and have the salmon ready in half an hour? Which letter is silent here? Exactly. And here we've got a silent L. Very often we have a silent L when it appears after a long vowel sound. O, A. Okay? For example, we won't say calm or talk. We would say calm, talk. Like the long sound kind of absorbs the L. Let's practice these words together. Could, talk, calm, salmon, half. And now let's say the whole sentence. Could you stop talking, keep calm, and have the salmon ready in half an hour? Good job. So how did it go? Were you able to guess most of these silent letters just by listening to the words? And what about seeing them in a sentence? I'm curious about it, so let me know. If you enjoyed this lesson, like it and let us know in the comments below as well if you would like us to prepare a second part with the most common silent letters in English words so we can practice a little more. Remember that we have as well amazing lessons in our playlists, vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, tips and much more. So don't forget to subscribe and have a look at some of them. See you in our next lesson, and in the meantime, practice this, enjoy it and share it.